That might be one of the best cheeses I've ever had. The best breakfast I've had in the whole of Guatemala. Welcome to San Juan and welcome to another Gaz Right video. A short 15-minute tuk-tuk from San Pedro will land you in this gorgeous, colourful little municipality on the southwest side of Lake Atitlan. As always, the team are going to be taking you through the best brunch spots, the best coffee spots, places to get a little bit of caffeine in the bone, stingless Mayan bees, a little bit of chocolate tasting and just exploring, getting up into the old mixer. And we've got a little hike, nothing too strenuous, but we're looking for some beautiful views over the whole of the old lake. If you enjoy what you see, please do hit the subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs, and let's get straight into it. We've gone for a ridiculous breakfast this morning in Navito coffee shop. As I said, one of the best breakfasts, definitely the best one I've had in the whole of Guatemala, but the best breakfast I've had in a long, long time. Can you have fajitas for breakfast? You can have what the bloody hell you want when you're traveling, when you're on holiday every single day. We make our own rules, but yeah, the food in there, the service, the friendliness, everything, it's straight 10, straight vibes. I was on the chicken fajitas, the pollo fajitas, and ridiculous. The amount of meat they put in, it's just absolutely outrageous flavour combinations. We've got the lime in there, a little bit of cilantro, and the amount of guacamole they put in as well, just absolutely different level. I went for the caramel macchiato, again, straight 10, and a banana smoothie. I was going to go chocolate banana, but obviously always got to be a bit wary on the old nut front. But yeah, everything I got was honestly unbelievable. Like, couldn't recommend it enough. Em, what did she go for? She went for a little coffee. They did say the coffee, if you get like a big coffee, make sure you ask for a double shot, because they said it was a little bit milky, so more of a latte than a cappuccino, but obviously still very good. And then she was on a little bit of fruit, a little bit of compote, and then my mum, of course, went for the pancakes, the double fluffy pancakes. Again, said it was absolutely sensational. She had, oh, got a van. Trying to absolutely ruin this little intro clip. But yeah, she had a ridiculous amount of honey in there, and we were like, you do realise we're going to a honey farm in about 15 minutes. So yeah, for me, absolutely banging. You're looking at like £6 for like a huge breakfast like the fajitas I had. Is that £2 for a coffee? Slightly more for an ice one. That's sort of pretty low because it's absolute animosity walking around the streets here. But yeah, for me, the best breakfast in Guatemala, banging coffee, get the caramel macchiato, and get a banana smoothie in the old diary. A milkshake a day keeps the old doctor away. We're going to see you at the bee farm very shortly, baby. Peace.
And the bees here, they don't have this one is doncella. Don is with a sting. Or bees, they don't.
Oh baby, the team have got another absolute banger of a recommendation. Mundo de Arabas Mayas. I'll overlay it on the screen right now. These are the Mayan Stingless bees. It's absolutely unbelievable. The inside, there's a little stone, I'll overlay it now, what they have at the entrance to all of the different hives, and it means basically it's an antiseptic, so they clean like their feet before they go in, so they don't create any disease or any carnage on that front. None of them sting you, which is mental. You get them in Central South America and some in Australia, and we're like, oh, how did they get over there? And the guy has had no idea. He said it's a long bloody flight, so I think Graham Hancock and the boys, ancient civilizations, tectonic plates, moving of the world, could have something to do with that. All the stuff they have here has no sugar, no additives, so if you ever see like the crystallization, that has basically come when, yeah, they've put sugar in. These are like the different hives they kind of show us through. This is like the, I think you said call it like the lady hive, and then if you look really, really closely, hopefully I can get a good little close up here, the little fellas beavering away. And then this was one, mine and Em's favourite, the old limoncello. This is what they create from the lemon plants. And again, you can just see them all in the centre. Hopefully I don't disturb them too much. Shout out to the boys. And then in this one, I'll overlay it now because yeah, basically took the lid off here and showed like the actual like sheets of honeycomb. It takes them a year to make 1 litre of honey to do the tour itself. It's going to set you back £2. You get to try 3 different honeys. One is kind of like just the normal. Number 2 is, what's number 2, team? The third one was the white honey. Number 2 was also sensational. They all had like a really lemon citrusy taste. And of course, on cue, thanks Em, little taste test. Cerveza Miel. Let's give it a little go. You know what? You know what? That serious bit of kit. I would say, like anything, you do need to enjoy a little beer. We're going to get Ange on the taste test. See what you think. Don't want to put Em through it all over again.
Oh, that is nice. Very, very nice.
Rating out of 10, how many of them could you drink?
I could drink quite a few of them, maybe 4 or 5. A bit of push, 6 or 8. Very nice. I'll just try again.
The things you love to see. They've got a little cafe upstairs. Can't film in their little shop, but if you want any like face butters, body butters, lotions, anything like that, and then yeah, you can just explore the gardens. So yeah, flair little setup. They've even got honeycomb pattern, sorry, on the floor. Ridiculous setup. And I think Emma has just nodded to me saying, I can't wait to try it.
Oh, no, don't like it at all. No. It's even worse than the normal ones. Sorry. It's not for me.
Next up on the old magical mystery tour is Mirador, Kawagashi. Sounds Japanese, sounds Oriental. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's just absolute ruthless scenery, ruthless viewing. And we got the drone up. We made plenty of friends the last 2 days with the old drone. Again, just reiterating how friendly people are in Guatemala. So in terms of what you need to know, it is £3 to go up there. It's the first place I've seen like pretty aggressive Guatemalan people. I'll say that pretty quietly. Like we couldn't really see, like it's not like a distinct entrance. So we just kind of walked in and then the woman like grabbed Emma's bag. I thought the king was going to be in a little 1v1 Misfits boxing match. But yeah, meandering up, I would say it is a 20-minute, fairly steep climb, to be fair. You're in the blistering sun. We said it before and we'll say it again. We make the mistakes so you don't have to. We've put right in the middle of the day and the sun is absolutely battering down, burning the skin, just making everything a little bit toasty. Heart rate through the old roof, but oh boy, is it worth it. When you get to the top, it's just absolute naughty scenery, silly vibes. I'd say it's about a 20-minute walk, and then yeah, it just opens up. You see the whole of San Juan on one side, and inland you've got the hills and the Indian Nose. And you also then see Lake Atitlan in all its glory, sun basking down, showering down, and just creating an absolute ruthless setting. For me, would highly recommend, you know what about this channel, your brunches, your beers, and getting in those viewpoints. I'd say it's about an hour activity. You can stop at the top. There's loads of places to get a little cerveza, a little bottle of water, loads of places selling different items of food, lots like fruit. And then there's this thing that Em just went over and asked, and it was basically like different fruit, like mango and cucumber, dipped in salt with a little bit of lime, and an absolute shed ton of chili on there. So if you want to absolutely blow the jocks off yourself, that's probably what you want to get into. So yeah, £3 to get in, 20-minute up, 10-minute down. Probably want half an hour on the top, 20 minutes for some nice photos. They've got a lovely little cross up there. So for anyone that is Catholic, it's a little double whammy. It's a little 2-in-1. And a nice Guatemala flag as well. So yeah, silly JPEG, silly views. Again, G-Dubs seal of approval. Get it on the list, baby. The postman is back and delivering for you guys again. We're going to be coming back for a little review very shortly, but the cheese, the meats, the wine, absolutely magnificent. The models working overtime on this one. We're in Artisano qui sto Wivino. Again, not how you pronounce it, but it'll be on the screen now. This is if you're sat in the middle of somewhere in Europe. You've got a beautiful little setting. The guy that runs it comes over. There's no menu. He talks you through the different wines, the different flavours. Do you want the meats? Do you want the cheeses? And then you get sat down. It's just an absolute gorgeous setting. We've got the viewpoint in the backdrop there, and you're just in a little secluded garden. And right at the top, that's the little bar. If I can go down there later, I'll overlay what it looks like now, but there's absolutely unbelievable amount of cheese on offer. 26 different cheeses, all made here in Guatemala. Some fan favourites from Europe, and we're going to be getting the team to give us a little taste test. You decided who's going first?
Wine or am I going wine or meats?
Up to you.
Got to start with a glass of wine. Cheers.
Cheers.
We've gone for a Pinot Grigio. Let's get it. Lovely, can't go wrong. All of a sudden, I've turned into a white wine connoisseur, and it's a good one. It's a Pinot Grigio, and I'm getting nice citrus tastes of orange, actually. What do you think, Nina?
Yeah, orange undertones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
Nice and crisp.
Very nice and very cold. And then, right, let's get into a piece of this one. Let's go with something that I'm not sure about. Let's go for this one. I really don't know what this is. Any idea, anyone? Wait, I'm going to have to cut it. One second. Oh. Let me cut it so we can all share. Okay, we're going in. Oh, that is smoky. Very smoky. Need a bit of cheddar to bring it down. But it's okay. Maybe not my favourite, but it's nice. Very smoky.
I think I will go with the brie. Just one moment while I cut it.
So we've got a bit of brie, and are they all local cheeses? I think they are actually. Yeah. Right, go on, give us your review, Nina. It's looking creamy.
It's creamy. Oh, it is so smoky that. Oh,
Smoky as well.
it is smoky.
Looks like we've gone for a smoky board.
That is so tasty.
Yeah.
So we've got a selection of cheeses going from the soft down the stinky, as he said, and then we're going down the hard cheeses, which we will then be putting the local honey on, and the soft cheeses will be complemented by the strawberry jam. Can't wait.
Of course, we're going to have to get G-Dubs on a little taste test for the boys this time. Let's give this a little go. Usually on the old cervezas, as you know. Right, so that is delightful. Light, crisp, fresh, dry. What were you saying, girls? Undertones of oranges?
Orange, definitely orange.
I'm getting undertones of absolute naughtiness. Get a little close up on this. We've got the local honey. Anytime you get it in this, and we'll just be drizzling just a little bit on here and giving this a little taste test. Oh, not the double. That might be one of the best cheeses I've ever had. He did say, as my mum said, you start this side and you work your way around in an S shape. But as you know on this channel, we make our own rules with the honey. The balance of flavours is an absolute joke. It's another 10 out of 10 from the team. That honey, phenomenal. Cheers now. Cheers team. Cheers Neens. And that is it. Another Gazrite video boxed off, wrapped up and sent in a one-way ticket to the old gulag en route back to San Pedro. So we thought we'd just digest a few thoughts from the day. San Juan, definitely worth a visit. The colours, the beauty, obviously still on Lake Atitlan. You've got the viewpoint, sensational, and was super impressed by the Mayan Stingless bees. Never seen anything like that before in my entire life. However, the creme de la creme today has to be the old wine shop. The setting, you're in a little garden, a beautiful little table, and yeah, just silly wine, cheese, meat combination. If you are going to go there, I would just get the cheeses. The meats were fine, but the cheeses were absolutely scintillating, and yeah, the wine again was absolutely gorgeous. So no doubt we'll be back here in a couple of days. Me and my mum might watch the football tomorrow, so Em thinks she might come and get a little charcuterie board on her own and a little glass of vino blanco. So yeah, wrapped up. We will see you back here tomorrow. Questions as always, San Juan, San Pedro, San Marcos, Lake Atitlan, Antigua, Guatemala, bang it in the old comments. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs. I'll see you tomorrow, baby. Remember, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.